Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Oh, invisible warhounds. That was nice.
Are you having invisible glitches
Object
again?
accepted for processing.
This is the
Credits
first time for me,
deposited.
Oh.
but I can see how it would be very annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Still nothing, huh?
Still nothing. Where?
No, I'm trying to salvage this ship. And I'm
Salvage secured.
not doing too
Credits
well.
deposited.
I'm not very efficient. There we go. Ooh. That was close.
Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
What are you playing, Hook?
Hardspace Shipbreaker. New game.
Yep.
I find it relaxing.
I don't know. I'm not sure I'd ever have considered Debtor's Prison relaxing, but, you know, just me.
I no idea.
It's a debtor's prison.
Oh yeah, that's his, in a way, Debtor's Prison. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Not in a way, that's the storyline. You're in debtor's prison.
Pretty much, yeah, actually. Now I think about it.
Material deposited. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
One of these days, I'll get good enough to actually salvage the entire ship.
Your oxygen reserves are low. Note that excess carbon dioxide can cause damage to Link's equipment.
Okay, that wasn't
Salvage
the
secured.
power.
Account credit
Huh?
applied.
Come on, come. Go. Really have to be careful about your inertia with this game.
Welcome to Vintatron 9000.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Things working better for you now, Muerte?
Object accepted for processing.
Come on.
Credits
Up.
deposited.
Up. Lift up. Oops. Okay, that's the
Salvage
work
deposit
order.
accepted. Credits transferred.
Huh.
Cutter, there's 5 minutes remaining in this shift. Get in while the getting's good. We wrap.
Hey, Jeremy.
Hey, man. Hook, you've got sound.
Yep.
Good.
So apparently it just was just OBS being weird.
Oh, okay.
Salvage secured.
Yeah.
Credits deposited.
Yep. OBS is kind of glitchy.
But it's
I s-
free.
True. I switched to Streamlabs, which is almost the same thing, and I found it to be just like a little better in some ways, but crappier in others. It's a trade-off.
Material processed. Credits deposited.
So you just take apart ships and then turn
Oh,
them apart.
Yeah, I'm in debt for a lot of money, so like 100 billion or something.
Something like that. No,
Because you gotta want to
900 million.
That seems a little excessive.
You managed to destroy something worth $1 trillion, and they threw you in debtor's
Salvage
prison for it.
secured. Account credit applied.
Huh. But so did you go and gamble at like Handsome Jack's casino? Because I could see you being in debt 900 billion there.
Well, I'm going to bet you want to do that DLC. Is it this week that the new DLC drops, or is it next week?
It's this week. I think it's Thursday.
They're putting the new DLC right on the heels of the last one.
Material deposited.
Wait, what? What do you mean, like right on?
Didn't the new patch come out? Like,
No. Well, sort of. Like, the Mayhem 10 scaling patch did come out, as well as the Guardian takedown, but there's also like a lot of other things that they're changing. One of those things is like currently the vending machines don't scale to your Mayhem level, so they're gonna change that. I've also heard that they're gonna add Mayhem scaling to grenades and shields, although it remains to see what that's gonna look like. And I think another thing too is that they're gonna scale like the golden chests
Processing
to
valuable
your
objects.
Mayhem level,
Credits
because right now,
awarded.
like, if you do a key, you're more likely to get purples than you are to get legendaries, and if you do get legendaries, they're not Mayhem scaled. So, I mean, there's like a bunch of other like small improvements I think they're making. That patch comes out on Thursday with the DLC. So it's like they split it in half, basically. They did the Mayhem scaling and then everything else.
Carter, we're
Yeah,
getting down
and
to the wire.
supposedly the level
Let's
cap
put a
going
bow
to
on this
60.
shit.
That's seeming increasingly more likely because there are a few streamers right now that are already at level
Warning.
60.
Your oxygen reserves are dropping below statistically
yeah.
profitable levels.
no, I thought we knew that.
I mean, it was, yeah, I mean, like, there'd been rumors about it, but then actually seeing, like, people show up with, you know, on people's friends lists, like, at level 60, that more or less confirmed it, that that was what was going to happen.
It was above the green. Maybe I should have ended it there.
So yeah, I'm in a weird place because, kind of like you were last week where you didn't know what to do until Path of Exile, I'm kind of the same way with Borderlands. Like, I don't want to start a new game because I've got like 2.5 days until it comes out. But I also don't really want to play Borderlands right now because there's just like no point in getting loot because it's all going to be worthless.
Well, there's PoE.
Nah.
He doesn't like PoE.
I figured that's why he wasn't playing it.
I think I've been too spoiled by Diablo 3 to go back to PoE. Even though PoE came out after Diablo 3, I don't know, there's just too many things that I like that D3 does compared to PoE.
Right, like supporting Blizzard.
Yep. Totally and completely supporting Blizzard no matter what they do or how they treat their fans. That was thinly veiled sarcasm. Actually,
It was
I had
failed.
guessed.
I'm actually like very torn about Blizzard because like I think Overwatch was just this like giant slap in the face to old time Blizzard supporters.
Really?
Okay,
That wasn't
name-
Diablo Mobile?
I was gonna say, name the last game that they released that wasn't a slap in the face to Blizzard
StarCraft.
supporters.
You know,
Well, StarCraft 2.
I don't know. I mean, definitely StarCraft 2 for sure.
StarCraft
Although-
2 was a slap in the face to anybody who thought, ooh, look, I'm going to get to play humans and Zerg and Protoss again. No. You're not
did
going
get
to
to
get
play
that. You're not going to get that without dropping another $120.
Yeah,
no,
but,
no,
but
no.
here-
That was a
here's the
slap in
difference.
face.
Here's the difference. Those campaigns were 3 or 4 times longer than the original game's campaigns. There was more story. There was a lot of customization in those campaigns. Each one of those campaigns was like a full game.
Do you really think there was that much more than the first game?
Yes.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Each race had. Well, I think the original game they had 14 missions, and then in Brood Wars they had like 8 missions. And each one of those missions, they were all pretty straightforward. It was pretty much just like hold out until this happens or destroy this person. Where in all of the story missions there was something new going on. Like in this mission, here's the mechanic. There's these trains, and you need to destroy the trains before they get to their objective. So kind of like a flip on the defense map. Or this mission, you have to go into high ground because of the lava mechanics. I mean,
We're not
to-
talking
to-
about the
to-
lava mechanics.
to compare like StarCraft 1's campaigns and StarCraft 2's campaigns is a major false equivalency. StarCraft 2's campaigns are better in every way. The story in StarCraft 1 was great for sure.
Oh,
But
definitely.
StarCraft 2, I mean, like, I wasn't super crazy about buying 3 games at
Salvage
first.
deposit accepted.
And then,
Credits
you know, because
transferred.
it's like, oh, okay, so I have to give you $60 for the first game, then $40 for each subsequent game. Okay, but after seeing what they turned out with the campaigns, with the changes to multiplayer, with the additions of new units and things like that, I mean, I
Salvage
think they did.
secured.
I think they did right by
Credits
their
deposited.
gamers.
They are
And Diablo-
failing us by the co-op maps, though. The lack of additional maps. They are failing with that.
Yeah, I mean, they've
Your
definitely
lost
slowed
pressure
down on
levels
that,
increasing.
but I don't know. I'd like to think it's because they might be starting to work towards StarCraft 3 or
You'd
something.
like to
No.
think it's because they're not working on Diablo Mobile?
Overwatch.
No, well, they're actually not working on Diablo Mobile. They outsourced it to some like Chinese company to make. But they are working on Diablo 4. They are working on Overwatch 2, which why? But whatever. I mean, I just don't
So-
play Overwatch, so
Air
I'll
pressure
never
levels
understand.
increasing.
For those of you who have your opinions and refuse to Google, there are more missions in StarCraft 1 than there are in any of the StarCraft 2 storylines,
That's
And-
not true.
than any of the individual StarCraft 2 storylines. And those missions, I will grant you, did not do as well with diverse objectives. But when you look at what they had to do for the second game, what they did was a few new skins, an updated battle engine, and story writing. And the story in the first one was actually really good. So it's hard to fault the first one for story.
No, I mean I agree on that one. Like, both games had a great story, but the StarCraft 1's campaign is not at all equivalent to StarCraft 2. And so I looked it up. There were 15 missions in StarCraft 1 for just the Terran campaign. Wings of Liberty had
Object
26.
accepted for processing.
Okay,
Yeah.
Credits deposited.
like I said, I didn't say per race. I said there were more campaign story missions in the first one than there were in any of the individual race games in 2. So it wasn't just, what do you call it, 12, 15 on your first pass. I get what you're saying. And yes, They did well with the storyline missions, and more importantly, with mission diversity in 2.
Salvage deposit accepted.
My point
Credits
was
transferred.
that 2 could have been DLC for 1, save that they did an updated battle engine to support some of the new goals. And I get that. But then charging a separate fee for reskinning, it's not even reskinning at that point, each race. It's not a separate game. You've already got the engine. You bought the engine and paid for the engine with the first one. You got all the unit skins because they didn't give you new unit skins, save a few rare units. When you went from Wings of Liberty to any of the others, those units are already in the game. They are just selling you a new
Valuable
storyline
object processed.
at the cost of a full game.
Credits deposited.
No, that was a slap in the face to every one of their gamers. If they had said, here's the game for $60, oh, and give us 20 for each new storyline, that would not have been a slap in the face. There's a reason that they rethought that pricing.
I disagree, and
You said and then cut out. Guys? Guys?
Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Did I get muted in the
Salvage
Discord or something?
secured.
What the hell?
Account credit applied.
Guys, warn me or something. Damn.
Airlock pressure levels dropping.
Salvage secured. Credits
Okay.
deposited.
Warning. Oxygen reserves are low.
Really? No, that's nav fuel. Do I have no? Ah, damn it.
Welcome to Vendatron 9000. Have a nice
Oxygen levels stable.
The DLC until it was fucking free.
Ah, damn it.
At the
I
end of
hate
the
it when I
season.
do that.
I swear you were on Mars with us when it.
Nope.
Or,
I
or-
stopped playing when they put that bullshit in.
What did I miss? Apparently I server muted myself by hitting the button by accident.
Wait, you sir?
I have been saying that StarCraft was not worth what they wanted when they released it, and Duke has been vehemently disagreeing with me.
Yeah, I will die on this hill. Like they did right with StarCraft 2.
They could have done better.
No, I mean, sure, by that model, yeah, there, we can always want more, but they delivered. They said what they were going to do, and then they did it. And then they gave us things like co-op, and I thought that was great. Now, if you want to talk about the Nova missions, those were not worth the dollar a point. I will agree with that, but like the main 3 games, I'd pay $180 for it again. Now, if only I could get my $90 back from Activision or from Bungie for Destiny, that'd be great.
Nah.
Oh no, I mean I don't know. It was a lot like the Division for me. Like, it was fun while it lasted, but then I just got sick of it.